Today, you have found yourself so incredibly lucky to have been the one chosen to go on a trip across the Great Divide. The term fills you with unease. Some could just say a portal or an entryway into another world. But you understand the meaning. This world, the human earth, divided in the center with two realities, and the other only discovered recently within the last few years. A beautiful, unspoiled place, full of wonder and magic. You were told there was a specific spot where a certain Pegasus goes to meet. Overwhelmed by the possibility that you would finally see a mythical creature in person, you jumped at the chance to visit this messenger of harmony. You asked for as much information as you could about her. You wanted to impress, after all. But part of you thought, could I really approach such a beautiful creature? The only images you were shown were far away group shots of all of these creatures. Pegasus, unicorns, stalwart ponies of strength and brawn. You looked at them and thought, wow, there are so many of them, and all I want is to see one, just one, up close, to make a connection. That would make the experience totally worthwhile. So now, after a short trek away from a forest portal, you find yourself in a glen. Beautiful crystalline pond, shimmering in the light falling through the only spot in the canopy where the sun is revealed. You see that there are small animals flitting about to and fro amongst the edges of the pond. A small brook falls off a cliff and into the pond, creating a bit of noise that would otherwise make this scene perfectly serene and silent. The animals do not seem to be bothered by you. You find this odd. No predators? No fear? You wonder why. This is highly unusual, but you don't feel danger. In fact, you feel a sense of peace. It does not appear to be based within you. Outside, in the forest nearby, there is a sense of kindness. Yes, that is the word. A sensation that there is perfect harmony here. So you stoop down and hide behind a bush, not sure of what to make of this sense. This is, after all, a totally alien world compared to what you are used to. You thought about the fact that you were allowed to come here on your own, without a guide, without anyone overseeing you, and you realize, after all that time being vetted, questioned, asked about what you can do, what you will do, you realize that you finally proved yourself. Out of hundreds, maybe even thousands of applicants, you made it. You showed that you were the one that would make this connection between the human and the magical. For a moment there is movement behind the small waterfall cascading off the cliff. You freeze, waiting. The animals don't stop moving, though. It only appears that you are the one who has noticed something amiss. A form, more graceful and majestic than you ever expected, walks out from underneath the water. Massive wings cast themselves upwards, blocking the rain from hitting the Pegasus. She stares at the animals with a kindness that warms the heart. There is something in her smile that is absolutely stunning. A kind of genuine nature that is so rare in your life. And yet there it is, present on her face, standing a mere 50 feet away. The animals greet her. She stoops down, greets them with her muzzle, smile always present, and with every hoof fall, you feel as though this is a dream. But even so, you don't want to wake up. So you wait to see what she does. And she moves around the edge of the pond. There is a calming sensation in your heart. Almost as if she knows that you're there. You had heard that this particular Pegasus was actually very shy. You didn't want to scare her, so you hid. And you're worried, shivering that maybe you're going to make a mistake. You don't know what to think. What if she runs off and you don't have a chance to meet her? The sensation is palpable, and as it fills you, you can see an expression in her eyes. She knows it. She feels that tension, and the smile quickly spreads. There appears to be one thing that this Pegasus is not shy about, and that's bringing comfort to others. The moment that you felt any bit of tension, she felt it too. And as she walks forward, examining the bush and clearly seeing straight through it and into you, she smiles, lowers her head, and places her wings over her own expression, peeking through like a mother would to a child, inviting them to play peekaboo. It's hard not to be entranced by her playful attitude. Perhaps she thinks you were a small animal, lost in the forest. And in a way, that is true. You are here in a foreign place where you have no idea what resides around any corner. And this sweet-hearted, kind Pegasus stands in front of you, waiting for you to take that next step. There is a pause, a feeling that maybe if you moved, like a deer, she might run off. So instead, you wait, and she steps forward first. Again, something which would be out of character for a shy one had they not sensed your anxiety. She peers around the edge, and now, unmistakably, she sees you. Unmistakably, she knows that you are not like the other animals. Her expression is curious, but compassionate. staring through the small break between both of her wings, covering over her face. Her hair, long and pink, covering the rest of her expression, save for a single eye, peering at you with interest, but also a bit of surprise. In a moment of mimicry, you can't tell whether or not this was done to put her off guard or because you are indeed just afraid enough to want some sort of compassionate response. You coil back and cower a little. You don't want to ruin this. You keep thinking to yourself, I can't ruin this. But you won't. Because she moves forward, revealing her full expression from cast up wings and hair pulled back. And she smiles at you and invites you to move closer with a hoof pawing the ground. You reach up as if to ask, may I? She nods and places her muzzle in your grasp. She is so trusting, as if she can feel just how genuine you really are. And you can feel that soft touch, the one that all the animals move towards. And you wish that she would just hold you once. She senses this and moves forward ever so slowly with one wing moving around you. You are surprised at the dexterity of her wings and the fact that they feel like they are blankets of feathers curling you into a sweet and loving embrace. She nuzzles you and smiles. She seems to not want to break the moment, and instead just waits there with you, watching as the curious little animals examine the scene, wishing that they had as much attention as you did. She looks into your eyes now, right in front of your face, and you have never felt this level of calm, as if everything in your life has washed away, and her sweet smile stares back at you. She knows that you don't have to say anything, that right now, in this moment, the warm embrace is all you need. The minutes stretch on. She gets comfortable, lays down beside you, and just waits, holding you with her wings in an invitation of embrace. You didn't realize that it would be so easy to connect with someone without saying a single word. It is the most comforting day of your life. And as you fall asleep in her warm embrace, with her expression cast in halo from the sun above, she plants a kiss on your forehead and then protectively envelops you, where she will wait until you wake up. You smile and sleep.